So check out my breakfast. Shout out to this book. Starting to make my routine. Got my planner. I want to start off this video showing you that I wrote broccoli on my planner as a priority of the day 3 times. 3 times I wrote broccoli. So why am I showing you this? First of all, the purpose of this video is to help you reach your health and fitness goals. That's the purpose of this video. So I'm gonna keep everything short. A lot of times the challenge that people have to me is they can't give up sweets, they can't give up this, they're addicted to this. Oh, there's every excuse in the world. And it seems astronomically huge to start losing weight or be healthy, you know? Both are important because you can lose weight and be unhealthy. Okay. And you can be healthy technically, but be above weight, but you're muscular. There's all these little factors. So, you know, health is the goal. And with that often includes losing weight, depending on your category. So I get my greens normally through these little powders things. But, you know, I've finally reached a stage where I'm like, I actually have to start eating actual vegetables. So broccoli became the thing that I added. And I had to write this thing down. I had to schedule it in because what was happening is I was getting the broccoli and it was spoiling because I wouldn't eat it. I don't want it. I was just buying it because it has to be I have to eat it, but I don't actually enjoy broccoli for the most part. So I thought, now I enjoy this broccoli. I got a nice little air fryer. So I'm gonna link that in the description of this video because it makes foods amazing, especially if you don't have a lot of people to have to cook for. I'm also gonna link this book, Atomic Habits, in the description because I'm gonna be talking about it. I've actually implemented some of these stuff before reading it. But you know, when I was reading, I was like, man, I was kind of working on that. And it also helped me fine tune some things. So anyways, let's put it all together. Today is September 11th. 2024. I started my weight loss journey seriously in 2023 of November. I've lost about 43 pounds and I've lost 20 of those pounds in the last 2 months. That's why all this is important. This is what Atomic Habits. That's why this is all important. Okay. So sometimes you can't do drastic things, or often you can't do drastic things and expect drastic results right away. So what I would do is add healthy habits or healthy routines slowly until I got here. I didn't know I was doing that. That's why the book Atomic Habits is like so clutch, because I have accidentally found success in this. I've read a book that has confirmed how I stumbled here. So now I have the ability to articulate how I got these results for you guys. So it would be things like, you know, when I first started going to boxing class, you know, I can only go there like 1 day a week, 2 days a week. I can only do like 600, 700 calories. I can only last like 30 minutes before dying. But I just made a routine to go, you know, 3 days a week. And eventually I made it 4 days a week. I go at the same time and I had the same goal that I raised from time to time. So first it was just be there, just show up and do whatever. Then it was like, oh, I'm going to do 1,000 calories. Then I'm going to do 1,200 calories a session. Now I'm gonna do 1,500 calories a session. Now I'm gonna do 2,000 calories a session. But the first thing was just showing up. So, for example, if you guys are trying to get control of your diet, the first thing to do is just add something. So for you, god dang it, I'm gonna drop my fork. Eggs. You know, add protein. It doesn't really matter what your goal is, but for now I'm gonna give you a targeted goal, and then you can see how you can flip things out. So if you're eating a lot of junk, add some protein to your diet, whether it's chicken, whether it's fish, whether it's eggs. Just add it to your diet. Don't worry about the sweets. Don't worry about everything else. What we're doing is you're building the habit of eating more proteins that you normally wouldn't have eaten. Sorry, I have terrible grammar. Or, you know, you normally don't eat eggs, so you're adding that to your breakfast, and now that's going to fill you up. Now you eat eggs all the time. Now you eat fish all the time. It's not going to start off like that. So my phase right now is I eat vegetables. So I'm actually going to give you my specific thing. I want to be a vegetable eater. I want to eat all sorts of vegetables that I do not like. So I'm starting off with broccoli as my thing. And eventually I will identify as a vegetable eater because I eat broccoli. And then from broccoli, I'll mess around with peas or spinach or whatever it is. But for now, I'm starting off with broccoli incrementally. I'm not worrying about getting every vegetable in the world. I'm just starting off with broccoli, getting my taste accustomed to it, and getting an identity that I am a vegetable eater. So for you, whatever your goal is, if you need to get rid of sweets, it's going to be very hard to. You're addicted to it. But when you add a healthy routine, you start identifying with this healthy routine. You are a protein eater. You are a high protein, low carb eater. And eventually, you start choosing the proteins over the sweets, or you're too full to consume some of the sweets or bad things that you're eating. And before you know it, because you're filling yourself with something better for you, you don't have as much room for the bad things. And naturally, you get rid of it. The other thing is, when you're focused too much, oh, I gotta get rid of carbs, and you fail at that, then you're depressed, and then you give up, right? So don't worry about that, because the failure is not going to be a good feeling to you. Focus on adding the healthy habit. It doesn't have to be food. It can be working out, et cetera, et cetera. Mine just happens to be the food. So that's one of the reasons why I recommend this book for you, because you're like, what the heck is this guy talking about? So read this book, Atomic Habits, and then you'll circle back to this video and you'll be like, okay, I know what he is talking about. So remember when I told you at the beginning of this video that I lost 20 of the pounds in the last 2 months? In the beginning, it was just establishing healthy habits, relapsing into bad habits, starting healthy habits, relapsing again. And it's been this up and down journey. And eventually, because I've rid myself of most of these bad habits. Now, in my life, it's not abstinence from all things. Everything is in moderation. So I had ice cream this week. I will still mess around with alcohol. The difference is that alcohol would have lasted a week. I'm not exaggerating. There's 4 sets of them. Back in my day, that used to last a week. Now, 1 bottle, I guess, lasts a month. So I think that's very, very phenomenal progress, because this is a lifestyle that I am working on and creating, and it has to be sustainable. That's why I'm not telling you to stay away from everything that you enjoy for the rest of your life. It's ridiculous. You're going to eventually mess around with it, crash, and then fumble. So you can set days of the week, days of the month, save it for social events. For example, one of my things I reduced drinking with is I don't drink by myself. That was my big problem. Sitting around like a loser, drinking by myself to get rid of my problems. So if I'm not really doing something socially with my wife or whatever, there's no reason for me to drink. So I can go out to a restaurant and drink. We can have a movie night, just get a little thing of whiskey, and that's my cup. And that's it, moderation. So my breakfast is going to be these eggs, this broccoli, this banana. I need a little bit of energy. I've already had my coffee, and that's it. I hope this motivates you. Hope this encourages you. Check out Atomic Habits. Again, I preach the air fryer because it just makes things delicious and short. Let me show you what I got ready for lunch. Open up the air fryer. Boom, chicken ready. Beautiful jerk chicken is ready. I got several Ziploc bags. I got it in the refrigerator, so I like the juices sink into it before I put it in the freezer. I have my ribeye isolated, so when I'm ready for a steak day, I got it. Here are my frozen jerk chickens dated, so I know, the order in which to access it. So you see how it is? I always have chicken ready. I have ice cream in the back. So first of all, my ice cream has minimal ingredients. Look how much ingredients or a lack of ingredients there are. And I chose some of the ones with the lower calorie per serving. There is a reason why the ice cream is in the back. It's because it takes more work to get to it, which actually human laziness kicks in. And sometimes like, man, I don't even feel like going to the back to get all that ice cream. You know how much work I gotta do? I keep my watermelon easily accessible. You know what I mean? It's so easy to access, so I'll mess around and eat the watermelon way before the the ice cream. Little thing to snack on, some seafood. Just something to snack on real quick. You're hungry. It takes some time to defrost. I may have forgot to defrost the chicken. So, a bowl of water, it'll defrost about an hour and a half before I could put it in the air fryer. But no worries, I got this crab meat. Mess around with that. If I'm really desperate, having healthy foods that you enjoy readily available greatly saves you from messing around and eating something that you don't want to eat. Finally, we got this Celtic salt. I find this to be a healthier salt. Look it up. Supposedly you can use more Celtic salt than regular salt without the high blood pressure problems, but I'm not a doctor. But I've been using it and I haven't had the high blood pressure problems, and it runs in my family. And in fact, my blood pressure has gone down. But at the same time, what did I do? I reduced drink and reduced the weight. So I don't know. But the point is I do use this salt and I like it. So that's everything. I'm gonna keep you updated, keep you motivated. I love you guys. I've seen that this advice or tips have helped people, and that's why I'm gonna keep doing it.